From the heart of the Lowcountry, where the moss hangs low and the vibes get weird after dark. It's just Brian and Gina, unfiltered, unhinged, and probably a little too honest for daytime. No script, no guests, just laughs, rants, and whatever else slips out after sunset. Broadcasting from the Coastal Solutions Media Studios in Hardyville, South Carolina. This is Lowcountry Unscripted After Dark.
All right, Lowcountry. Welcome back to Lowcountry's Unscripted After Dark. My name is Brian. Hey, I know I've said it before, but it looks a little different in here tonight. Tell them all about it, Gina.
Well, we had a refresh of our studio thanks to Henry at Touch of Class Painting and Jorge from Top Quality Flooring for these awesome chairs. So, Henry, we can't thank you enough for how amazing this room looks. And Jorge, we love you, buddy.
Yeah, her rear end is loving you, I can tell you that. So those other chairs weren't very comfortable, and now she's got something that I guess she's because she's been sitting there for a while now, and usually she would be complaining by now. It's only comfortable, but
no, my hips don't hurt sitting in this.
They are great chairs, I'll tell you. They're perfect guest chairs. I'm going to throw out a little hint out there to the Lowcountry. You are going to see them and this studio on national television, on a national channel anyhow, next Sunday. So, Law and Crime. And it's called Crime Fix with Anjanette Levy. And you will have a special guest, Ron and Beth Agner. And they're going to talk about Jillian. And Jillian's love lives on in the foundation and what from their side happened. And so it's going to be details that weren't provided in court. It's going to be details that haven't been heard before. They were not part of a FOIA request. So all Law and Crime had before was a FOIA request. And so now we're going to get to know, if you ever knew Paul Harvey, the rest of the story. Yeah, that guy. You know, we're unscripted, and that's important to continue to hammer home. We don't think about this stuff before we do it. Aside from, we do take a look at some of the viral incidences that are going on around the state and then here locally. And we have a few interesting ones that we would like to share with you because, especially number one, Gina, tell them what is going on with, his name is, that's right, Mullins McLeod.
Mullins McLeod.
Oh, Mullins.
Apparently was arrested on May 14th. And he was just wearing his underwear and shoes in downtown Charleston. And he was sweating profusely. And he went on for 35 minutes on a tirade complaining to the cops, wouldn't get out of the car. Basically, they think he was on some type of stimulant or something because of his crazed ramble. And he did. He sounded insane.
Yeah, he called Nancy Mace and Nikki Haley a bitch. And he called Trump a racist ass.
And he called himself God.
And then he used the N-word. He went ahead and, you went to this guy. He thought he called himself Superman because he would not provide his name to law enforcement. So, in all honesty, he got off with, disorderly conduct charge when he should have got resisting arrest for not getting out of the car. By the way, he pissed all over the back seat of the cruiser. Let's not fail to forget this. Yeah. And he said he was going to kick his opponent's teeth in. That was another one.
He called the cops like mother effers.
Yeah. So, we don't talk politics much here, but when it comes to this, yes, we will report on this. He was in nothing but his underwear and his shoes, and people down in downtown Charleston called and said, "Hey, this guy's lost his mind and he's on drugs," and they were right, more than likely. We watched the video, and he's sweating. Boy, he is sweating like he's on death row.
And he was screaming so loud out the window to these police officers.
Almost blew my speakers.
And I was like, dang. And he was like, the flames they almost took me. I'm like, I think they've already taken you, dude.
Yeah. So Look at yeah, you're probably out, buddy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They want you to
I do think that
discontinue.
I do think that you know, that's gonna be it for you, pal. You're out.
You can't
Next
behave
candidate,
like that.
because
you can't behave that way.
nobody, the low country, that nobody in the country wants somebody like that running for governor of their state.
No.
I'm sorry, but that's a more there's you have to have your ethics and your morals in order to take that seat, in my opinion. This is far from it. And so his office, his political campaign office, has said that he was exercising his God-given rights, and it was an unlawful arrest. And he will be making a statement to whoever's listening, I guess, sometime before Election Day, which is, a year or so from now. And he could take all that time. That's all they're saying. But, typical political bullshit. So
he's saying he's claiming the video was released to damage his reputation. Very possible.
it doesn't really matter. I'm glad,
it doesn't matter.
I'm glad that they did release the video, because the
public needs to see that.
There's got to be some transparency around here. And you know what? It's about time we get some. So and we're getting it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the other thing that was just on the top of some trending and viral news is that 9 teens that were charged. Look, I didn't know this earlier today, but I do now. Apparently, this is reportedly, they filmed the murder of the 16-year-old up in, the Florence, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. And, this particular incident happened, I guess, June 24th? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, now, these kids are getting arrested.
And kid was only 16 years old.
That's a nightmare. If somebody's got a video of this, and look, if somebody has a video of it, they have sent it to other people to get that under control. I don't think you can, but that video is going to make its way onto the internet somehow. Somebody's going to pay for that and get it on the internet. Why? I don't know. Who wants to see that shit? But that's what these kids are out there filming these days. Most of them want to go viral. It's for the wrong reasons, but I don't think that's the case here. This guy, though, that was arrested, raper, is known to law enforcement. He, back in last August, he was. This case was, I guess, dropped, but he was charged with conspiracy after the fact to commit murder. So,
kid just likes to shoot people.
He just likes murdering people. He
just like murder.
He's a murderer. Mm-mm. So, and his last name is Raper. I think we all can agree that maybe he was dealt a pretty sore hand when he was born. His last name is Raper, and he likes murder.
I'll say this is a South Carolina subject. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. This is definitely a South Carolina subject matter. Have you seen the photos of these kids? Man, I'm like, woo.
They look like they're, well, I think some are. So, look, there's I've got pictures of, I think, 5 of them that are out there nationally, but the other 4 they're juveniles.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, this was all over a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. This a high school. This is the thing. High school romance. Which in the grand scheme of things, we all know is a bunch of trash. Who is in their right mind still messing around with somebody that they liked in high school? Look, I'm an exception. We're an exception to that rule, but I'm just saying, high school romance in general. It's in the grand scheme of life, it's stupid. So but these kids aren't going to forget about this one. So Gianna Kristenmacher is the girlfriend that this all surrounded.
Right now, she's home on monitored home detention.
Yeah, which means she's wearing an anklet.
The other dude doesn't have bond, so he's still in jail.
Yeah, two
And then
of
the
them,
2 other girls weren't. Sorry.
Yeah.
They were both released on bond as well. It is true, though. I agree with what the sheriff says, that it is a tragic waste of young lives, because it's not just Trey, who was 16, that died, but his girlfriend's only like 17. I mean, everyone's like 19 and younger.
There was like 4 teens in the car. So,
Horrible.
The shooter, I'm guessing that, I don't know who the other one, the raper, they say was the shooter. And he's saying, of course, he didn't shoot him. There was 4 other people in the car. Apparently that's his story that they've got out there. It's available for you to see. It's not much. It's just that line and that line only.
That's a lot of kids, though. I mean, that's creepy.
But I mean, a girlfriend turns on her boyfriend. The teens film a tragedy. Now 9 of them are charged with some form of involvement. And I can tell you that I think they charged the majority of them with murder, because in South Carolina, you are just as liable for the crime that's being committed if you were part of it, you're part of the planning of it, or you were there. So be careful who you hang out with. I'm not saying, I think everybody, that's the thing, as they did say that the people were well aware that Gianna set this up. So, and that something violent was going to go down, and they knew that he had a gun.
That kid always had a gun with him. So.
They knew he had a gun with him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's it, and that's a sad story. It's a sad story for the 16 or 17-year-old boy that lost his life. Dean Wright.
I mean, what does this say for teen culture?
No,
that they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, they don't have any.
Instead of helping or trying to prevent a tragedy like that, like our generation would have been like, hell no, don't freaking shoot somebody. Hell no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Now they're just like, yeah, do it and I'll tape it for you. What?
Yeah, there's just a different, they don't have any respect.
Right.
At all. So, and then, so moving right along, and that's gonna bring us, now we'll start talking about, I don't think I have any more to say about those 2, Mullins, McLeod, and, these 9 Goombys that they've gotten.
That's the shitty part of the Lowcountry.
I just hope they charge them. I just hope they charge them. They charge them as adults, and we don't see them till they're for a long time. Especially the shooter. The shooter just needs to go for good, and roll the rest of them in 75 years. So maybe they can see the light of day for 4 or 5 years. Get a couple breaths of oxygen before they croak. So,
yep,
that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So. Now on to the Lowcountry. We have, if you haven't heard about it, I-95 finally is going to get an expansion. And listen, this is long overdue. The 3 lanes from the Savannah River, and I believe it's going to go up about 12 miles. So, South Carolina DOT, congratulations. You've finally made the correct decision on giving $825 million towards this I-95 expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I can say about that. Hopefully they don't keep their track record of taking 20 years to complete. This job is supposed to be done in 2030.
I do believe
they got 5 years. Listen, that's not how I see South Carolina Department of Transportation working. They are, up north of Columbia. When you are, I'm trying to think of the name of that town. Anyways, it's not far out north of Columbia. Listen, that thing has been treacherous in 2 lanes, them trying to expand it to 3 for a long, long time. And I don't know if it's still like that, but it was when I was driving trucks. So I really hope that they've got their stuff together for this project, because nobody around here can afford to drive to work. Just, to go down to Savannah, or people who are from Savannah and coming to work in the Lowcountry, Bluffton, Hilton Head. That's the last thing they needed, because they got to deal with, if they're going to Hilton Head, imagine dealing with Hilton Head and on your way to work. It's a 1-lane road that you got to go to, because that's what they'll do. They'll close the lane down. More than likely. Work on stretches at a time. They make the 3rd lane, and then they traffic shift you into those lanes. Yeah. So they try to keep it going. But listen, I'm just saying, these projects with SCDOT, they take forever.
Right.
And yeah, so they're planning on 2030. There's probably going to be a ton of accidents, so I can tell you.
There already is.
And then when there is one, there'll be no shoulder and nothing. So that's really going to cramp things up. But in the grand scheme of things, congratulations, SCDOT. Hopefully you hit this one out of the park. I'm pulling for you. I'm optimistic. And so, apparently they paid for it with the gas tax hike and all that stuff. So it is a 10-mile expansion. Mm-hmm. So yes, mile marker 10, a couple miles past exit 8. That way they can maybe try to get everybody getting exit 8 north and all that stuff. You guys try to get your head screwed on straight. Pick your lane. So Fort bottlenecks.
Pick your lanes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying there. So Gina, tell them about what happened up near Augusta, huh?
So near the Savannah River nuclear site up there, apparently workers found a wasp's nest outside of the facility emitting radiation at 10 times the legal limit. So the nest absorbed contamination, but the wasps were not mutated, but the image was scary AF. Apparently.
I didn't know there was a legal limit. I know that there's probably a limit that the human body can absorb. But now, if there's a legal limit, that's probably the legal limit. So
that's crazy, though, that the nest itself absorbed the contamination, but the wasps weren't mutated.
Yeah, well, they weren't mutated, but I mean,
you don't know, they could be later.
I'm sure that they had radioactive material in them. It just didn't mutate them. But the nest, I mean, that's gonna absorb it because it's like paper.
That's so crazy.
So I'm sure it soaked it up good.
That's crazy.
But the fact of the matter is there's radioactivity seeping out of the Savannah River site up there. I've been by it. They've got a vastly large amount of land. You can't see the place, and it's under heavy security.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of dead pigs on the road around there too. I'll just say that. And they clean them up on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
I think the least I've counted is like 10.
I wouldn't want to live near a nuclear
You wouldn't
facility.
want to hit a pig either.
No,
I think the pigs might be a little, they're probably, I don't know.
Glowy? I don't know.
Yeah. So if you were scared of spiders or snakes, imagine radioactive wasps. It's like the tracker jackers.
In the Hunger Games?
Yeah, in the Hunger Games.
They make you hallucinate.
Listen, now we're going to send some radioactive wasps after the people of Augusta.
Oh, creepy.
As if they just thought they had a beautiful golf course. Yeah, it's like maybe so. Yeah,
maybe not.
Yeah, and hey, the Savannah Bananas. They went to Clemson and
they broke some records.
They pulled a crowd of 80,000. Now I'm not sure what. I believe they were close to a record. It looks like. Oh, they did break the record. 81,000 fans. Mm-hmm. I don't know how. I guess that because when they break the field down, maybe they put people in the smaller. I think so. I don't know. The bottom line is, that is unbelievable. 81,000 people is a lot of people.
That's
but they've been filling stadiums across the country.
People love it.
A regular basis. They filled Citizens Bank Park, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And this guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy that owns the bananas, he was on his last dime, and now I guarantee you that guy is swimming in Benjis.
I think he was on the Today Show not too long ago.
Yeah. So, and I've heard too that other cities are starting to create teams so that the Banana Ball League is growing. So it's not just the what is that? The porn stars or the party animals? Yeah,
the porn stars. It's a kids show, everyone.
Hey, that would be something else, wouldn't it? A bunch of porn stars out there dancing around, playing baseball.
I want to go to a Bananas
I see the virality
game.
in it.
Maybe we can get tickets.
They're sold out. They're always sold out.
There's always people. There's always people that are selling them.
There's availability if you want to go and sit in the sweltering heat.
Dude, I just want to go to say I've gone. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. So that's way to go, Savannah.
And they signed a female pitcher.
Did they? Oh yeah, did they? How about that? Yep. I didn't want to leave that out. Gina got that. So, and So, Gina, tell them what's going on up here in Charleston.
Well, the city is got a lot of Gullah-led restaurants in the International African American Museum, Eco-Lux Lodgings, and Revitalized Green Spaces, all freshly Instagrammable. It's true. You can take a lot of great photos and do a lot of cool stuff in Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston's got a pretty canvas.
They do.
I mean, aside from the port, which even the port, it's a pretty, it's all divided up. It's not one big, massive, Wando's the biggest. And heck, my brother Daniel Island's right across from it. So a lot of the houses on the water on Daniel Island stare right at the Wando port. But it's still, I've been there and it's pretty. It's still, it's a neat backdrop and
cultural.
So, and they've got, I love it. These Gullah restaurants they're popping up and they're becoming extraordinarily popular. Not too long ago, we talked about one that whipped up in the Charleston airport.
Mm-hmm.
And
she sells out like every day.
Yeah, she sold out of food like I think maybe before lunchtime. I don't know what her restaurant's called, but congratulations. I think we need more of that. They could put one in the Savannah airport. They're doing that expansion. We discussed that.
I'm sure
not too long ago. So, hey, if it's working in Charleston, we know it'll work in Savannah. And that is the roots of the Lowcountry, the Gullah. They were here. They were here first.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of people that are related to them and people that are local.
We've got friends that are Gullah. And shout out to any of our Gullah friends and Gullah listeners. I love that some of the culture and some of the heritage is starting to shine out in the Lowcountry. We need that because we don't want to lose that part of our story.
The influencers, they always come to Charleston.
Yeah,
I see them in Hilton Head too.
Mm-hmm. Influencers.
Yeah, the ones on social media. They do they do blogs and stuff about like restaurants and things like that. There's so many different people that do it.
What do you consider an influencer? I mean, is there a list?
I mean, they're the ones that are monetized.
Oh, that's what you can. Okay.
They have like a lot of followers.
Yeah, I'm not an influencer. So I guess I can't influence you, Lowcountry. I don't know. Let's change that. Let's figure that out. You see the sign behind my head. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment below. Like, follow, and share. It's easy. Once you get the hang of it, and if you got a lot of friends, if you're on Facebook, Lowcountry Podcast powered by Coastal Solutions Media. And listen, if you got like 5,000 friends, we would love for you to keep going back on the daily basis to send your 1,000 invites to invite your friends to our page. It's a massive help to us.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know how to do it, if you go to our page on the right-hand side, there are 3 dots. Click on those 3 dots. It's going to bring up your friends list. In the upper right-hand corner, hit the select all, check mark, and hit send. And all it does is send someone into their inbox. It's like, hey, Jimmy wants you to like Lowcountry Podcast powered by Coastal Solutions Media. And you can either go, or I'm out. It's not like it tags them in a post and puts it on their, feed. It's just going to be like, hey, you want this and you want to check these guys out? So if you do that, it would really, really, really help us out. It always does when people do.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we're going on 750 followers in 43 days, 42 days. We've been alive, 43 days. And so we're pretty humbled, but I'm pretty surprised. That's a lot. So thank you, Lowcountry. But if you continue to share us out there, as you can see, we make good connections. We've got a great network and make improvements. Look around. I mean, you can't look around, but I'm going to listen. Listen, I'm going to no, they are going to look around because I'm going to provide. I'm going to take a video, and I will put it in as B-roll on this podcast, so everybody will get to see what the studio looks like because. Henry, a touch class painting. I've never seen his work. This is the first time. And this place was in rough shape. The walls were in rough shape. There was many holes nail holes from the many years of people sticking stuff up in this room. Because I guarantee it probably, it's been painted once?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and did you go around and cover the holes up?
Yeah. But I mean, since then I've hung stuff up and everything.
So anyways, They were in and out in like 3 hours, and that included them waiting like an hour and 20 minutes for the first coat to dry. And the lines are crisp, clean. It's he's right, and you can tell this paint job is more than just slapping paint on the wall. It is not. It is it's a protection plan. It is an insurance plan for your interior. So, get in touch with him, Henry, with Touch of Class, a Touch of Class Painting. And so I put my stamp of approval on Henry. Yeah. And then, like we said before, Gina is comfortable tonight. And we want to thank Jorge from Top Quality Flooring. And pretty soon you guys are going to see his sign. It's going to go up here in the studio, because we also want to thank him for his interest in the long-term sponsorship spot. And that's a big spot. So, but it's a great one to have. So, and he's another one. We stand behind his product. We've seen it. Oh, it's 100%. This guy wants every one of his clients to be happy, and his customers are, and he takes a lot of pride in it. I think he wants to put a floor in the studio. I'd love to do the pennies, but the penny floor and put the logo in the floor. But who wants Lowcountry Unscripted if we ever decide to sell this house and we got Lowcountry Unscripted and pennies under an epoxied floor?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
So, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So I think it would be super cool to have pennies on the floor. The only thing is the echo.
I'd rather not.
So we'd have to put some kind of carpets down to, I don't know, but who knows? Maybe someday there's the improvements that were just by painting it, and it looks, I'm just blown away. So thank you to those guys, because we really, I'm without words, dude. These guys did this out of the goodness of their heart, and they did it fast. So, and I'm not sure, did I mention earlier about so yeah, you're going to see the podcast studio and our their special guests, and soon to be our special guest. I'll break this news. We're going to do an entire series around Jillian's story. We're going to have in the paramedic. We believe we're going to have him on board. We're going to have the defendant in the case, his roommate. So he'll be our first remote guest, because he does not live in town. He's, I think, up north somewhere. So that's going to be exciting. So stay tuned for that, because we'll just continue this story. They only have 30 minutes with Anjanette Levy. They've got as much time as they want here, because it interests people around here. It was a what's the word I'm looking for?
Tragedy.
It was a tragedy, yeah, but it was a big time trial.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and they brought a judge in from someplace else, but he was a great judge, and the correct outcome happened. I'm glad that he didn't make anybody else in the courtroom have to go through the evidence. Nobody wants to see that.
It was hard enough just to hear about it.
Yeah. Oh, you'll hear about it again, because yeah. I mean, I was over here crying in the corner when Ron and Beth were in here, so I don't want to give away too many of the details. We'll leave that for, I want to just give you guys a teaser. So that'll come out, this coming up Sunday. Not here in a couple of days, but it's coming up next week. So stay tuned. But aside from that, I don't know what else we got going on. I mean, football's fired off. We haven't watched any of it. It was just preseason.
It's just preseason.
Yeah. So
our first game is versus the Ravens. So
yeah. So
that's a big one.
Mullins McLeod, put your clothes on. Report to the principal's office immediately. Thank you.
Yep.
So that story, I think that is, look at these Democrats. They are, I mean, burying themselves. They've got some bad characters out there.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's bad on both sides, but I don't know. Just that party's in some trouble, because they can't seem to get a good person in the lead seat.
Hey, a little less than a month till World Oddities Expo.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. I am so listen. I woke up this morning and I thought we missed it. I didn't. The thought crossed my head. It was the first thing I was like, did we miss the Oddities Expo?
I'm pretty sure you'll get a reminder on Facebook because we like the
I know,
Facebook
but
thing.
maybe I had a dream about it, but I must say I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm so excited about the expo because I think we have some people coming with us.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ron and Beth and maybe Aiden will come along with us, and I've Christina and Joel. I would love if they came along. If Joel can peel himself away from Ralphie's. So
what if Jorge and Cassandra?
Oh yeah. I'm sure they'll get a kick out of it. We're gonna be bringing the camera and we will be filming. So
I'm gonna dress up.
What are you gonna dress up as?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. It'll be fun.
What do you want to dress up as? Just like because I think the people that dress up there, one recipient has a leash in their hand.
That's not the kind of expo that we're going to, honey.
But it's the kind of expo that those people. This is their, this is their World Series is coming to Savannah.
I could wear goth attire and no one would say anything other than that.
What is it? It's on the 13th?
Yeah.
Coming soon. That's September 13th to the Savannah Convention Center. The World Oddities Expo. I mean, that is the announcement for those people to come, like, hey, tug on the leash. Or like, hey.
Is that where the hockey?
No, that's at Market Arena.
I thought that they practice at the convention center.
Johnny Mercer, they used to practice at.
Oh.
It's there's an ice rink there, I know.
Well, the Ghost Pirates is what I'm thinking of.
The Ghost Pirates, yeah. And they get some crowd. I guess that's a fun thing to go to. I like their sweaters. Their jerseys are pretty cool.
Sweaters.
That's what they call them. They're sweaters.
They're sweaters.
Yeah, they're little sweaters. They're kind of neat. And maybe one day when
we'll have to go sometime.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Stenmarks, they've got season tickets. Right? They have season tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can peel them away for a game.
That would be fun.
Yeah. So they go all the time. They have a good time with it. By the way, shout out to Sean and Misty Stenmark. Misty Stenmark's down there killing it with real estate down in Keller Williams, something like that. I think it's Keller Williams. Check her out if you are. Yeah. So if you're down in the Savannah area, you're looking for a house, she's a buyer's agent. Definitely phone her up. She takes care of her people. It's not. It's more of a family transaction than it is a business transaction. She treats you like family. And so shout out to Misty for all the good reviews that she has, and lots of happy buyers. So definitely reach out and check her out. And I guess with that, we're gonna let's say goodbye to the Lowcountry.
We had a good time talking about all different sorts of things.
Yeah, we got some big guests coming up. Where I think Nick DeSimone, you're going to be hearing from me, Nick. I know we keep saying that, and you were out of town, but I'm sure you're back by now. Hope you enjoyed. I think you went up there for a wedding, so looks like. And of course, I'm going to keep teasing this. Get ready for Captain Chip Michalove. He's going to be back on the show. Chip.
See, we both have new shark shirts we can wear.
Yeah. Oh, and that reminds me. Lowcountry. You see these shirts I have on? That's right. We have them for sale. Short sleeves are 20. Long sleeves are 25. And long sleeve hooded performance shirts, they're 30. So reach out to us. We're making another order because all we have right now is large and medium. So we're making another order. If you're interested in them, reach out to us. Leave us a message in the comments. We'll make sure just size and color, just so I get, the majority of the masses. Yeah, you'll get a shirt.
There you go.
Yeah. $5, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
Oh my God.
So anyways, yeah, the shirts, they're awesome. Everybody that's seen them, love them. The ones I have, they're gone. So get them while they're hot and let me know so I can order the appropriate amount. So yeah. And aside from that, once again, thank you to the two individuals that have made this place look absolutely amazing. More to come. I know that. So Henry and Jorge Campos, thank you. Thank you from the
guys.
bottom of our hearts.
We
Trust
love
me,
you.
you have no idea. It means so much to us. Nobody's ever done anything like this for us before. And we have a vision here, and you guys made dreams come true when you came in here and helped out the Lowcountry Unscripted podcast. So
thank you again, guys.
yeah. So with that, we're going to give it a send off. And Lowcountry, we will be back very soon. Very, very soon. And we've got some guests coming up. They will be in the studio this week. So be alive. Look alive for those. And remember, keep dreaming, keep building, and keep writing your story. Lowcountry, we will see you next time.
Bye. We love you.